National Football League. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and our home team. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, wild first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you say, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have a long road ahead of them. These October games go a long way to setting the table come playoff time later in the season.
This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his third year in the league.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. Early rhythm he was able to establish. He rode that to the final whistle. They had it.
Tampa Bay, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The home team's offense ready now for their second drive. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action.
And he's in! Has a touchdown! Touchdown number. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
19, Tiger, 19, hurt. Let's go.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Hey, check that, street. Shut up. Go get him. Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. From the 23, here's second and 8. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 70. Before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That one good for 26 yards.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big time.
They wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he will score for the touchdown. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half.
Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin with a visit to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. The Panthers at home to take on Miami. And it's the rookie from Arizona, Teteroa McMillan. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 43-yard touchdown. The Panthers with an important W. They didn't want to start 1-4, and they won't following their victory here. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Houston Texans. And check it out, Joe Mixon. He's going to hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get him. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Raiders. And he was a top 10 rusher from a year ago, Josh Jacobs. He's going to take it in, 18 yards away. It's a touchdown. The Colts get win number 2 as they take care of business in this one. With that, a look at the rest of what went on in Week 5 with Atlanta, Chicago, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh all on the bye. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
They'll stay on the ground. Crazy. Into space. And he will score for the score. His 12th touchdown of the year. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and pace.
As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. This brought in out past the 20. That's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
Here's 44-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throw on the run is complete.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Liking 18, take off.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe. Handoff here, up the middle. And he's going to be marked down up at the 12-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard
Back to throw. The throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now he'll run. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
Now a give up the middle. Yeah. He gets free inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Touchdown. before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying, it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Here's a toss as they look to run. Up the sideline to the 40. Whoa. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Check go.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one taken in as a touchdown. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.